Alright, I'm back to StarDuels. I'm knocking these things out. Trying to do them pretty quick. I've already written a lot of these, so I might as well record them. So this is Starcade 1990, Starcade 90, The Rage in Cajun Country. Yeah, I like the name. From the Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana. I don't like this show from St. Louis, really. So I'm moving it to the Superdome because it's a huge event, and I know the National Wrestling Alliance could do this. Alright, this will be the last actual National Wrestling Alliance produced Starcade, so the show is a little grittier and more true to the NWA background. Okay, since Starcade 89, what you need to know is Flair and Sting had two 5-star classics and are now tied at 1 win apiece at Starcade. So we do a rubber match at this show, obviously, for the world title. Basically, I turned Flair and Steamboat into Flair versus Sting. That's what I'm doing for now. You guys gotta go with that, right? Okay, so Sid also defeated Lex Luger to become the new United States Heavyweight Champion at the Great American Bash, ending Luger's streak of slaying the Giants, basically, or Dragons. Okay, so our opener, Terry Taylor and Bobby Eaton versus the Rock and Roll Express. Rock and Roll wins. You don't need much build here. It's an opener. It's quick. It's exciting. It's fast. It's hard-hitting. All that. Alright, and we have a Battle Royal for the #1 contendership to the world title. Lex Luger wins. It adds something to the show. It looks something to look forward to at Great American Bash or whenever Luger gets the title shot. Okay, so Norman Smiley is visiting from the UK, and he's putting over the British style and just running down the NWA style, saying these guys can't wrestle. He would make a mockery out of them. They wouldn't know scientific wrestling if it kicked them in the teeth. All this kind of stuff. Tea and crumpet shit, whatever. Brian Pillman takes offense to this, being an American boy from the Calgary system, where if anyone knows wrestling more than the British, it's people trained in Calgary. Brian Pillman accepts the challenge by saying, Europe may have found a technical wrestling, but in Calgary we perfected it. Welcome to the USA, So scientific wrestling, Norman Smiley's like open scientific wrestling challenge. Norman Smiley versus Brian Pillman. Pillman comes out dressed more serious, a little darker tights, no more tiger print, no cheese. He scores the upset over Smiley with a great technical wrestling match with one of those complicated, intricate, British kind of like trapping pins. And Smiley, he's just shocked. And well, Pillman's he's building his name up. Let's just say that. The next feud I want to set up would be over the NWA United States title and between Sid and Arn Anderson. Oh yeah, I'm going there. These guys just, they wouldn't get along, and they would always get brawls backstage. You might as well bring it up to real life. We're gonna do that, like fights on the outside, just fights everywhere. Cameron tries to catch them like almost reality style, like going around the corner. And ECW, very ECW like. Yeah, their final match to sell the score would be for the US strap at Starcade. Okay, United States Heavyweight Championship. Champion Sid Vicious versus the challenger Arn Anderson. Your winner and new United States Heavyweight Champion Arn Anderson. Big Sid, I believe, was on his way to New York, so Godspeed or whatever. Not even religious. All right, the next match we build up is Stan Hansen and Vader. You do it with the Japanese thing up where Stan Hansen was hitting Vader in the head so hard his eye popped out of its socket, and the only reason why his eyeball didn't fall out is because his face swelled up and he kind of popped it back in. That's all you really need to do, and you play like, holy crap, Hansen actually hurt Vader. So Big Van Vader versus Stan Hansen. Vader finishes off Stan Hansen pretty dominantly, not completely, but Vader leaves the WCW here until the next Starcade, or I should say NWA, because it still was. Winner, the big man, Van Vader. Alright, then we have a huge match, International Tag Team Championships. Sorry, NWA Tag Team Championships, International Warfare. Barry Windham and Keiji Muto versus the champions, the American Boys, the Steiner Brothers. Windham, yeah, he's still a cocky bastard. He's not really into the American stuff anymore. This match is about nothing more than pure competition and just kicking some ass. And that's what the Steiner Brothers do best, throw guys in their heads. That's their thing. They want the best challengers in the world. They're building up the best in the world kind of gimmick, and they have outsiders come in. They'll have NWA guys. They'll have guys from like any company they can get, and they just beat them. So Barry Windham, he answers the challenge obviously, and he brings up the Great Muta, and the match ends when Scott hits Muta with the Steiner Screwdriver, which is the debut in WCW, NWA. Your winners, new NWA Tag Team Champions of the World, Rick and Scott, the Steiner Brothers. And then we got our big main event. 2 out of 3 falls for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Nature Boy Ric Flair, the champ, versus Sting. This match goes full 60 minutes. Goes a full 60 minutes. Sting gets the first fall when he counters the figure 4 leg lock into a cradle pin. Flair gets the second fall when Sting's knee gives out, and Flair, packages them, small package, inside cradle. It looks like Flair has done it, and he's strutting around and wooing until Sting counters the figure 4 leg lock and wraps him up in the Scorpion Deathlock, gets the tap out, the submission win. He winner and your new NWA World Heavyweight Champion, NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sting. You know, that's what I want to do. Sting beats Flair, 60 minutes, proves that he's there, finally gets the main event. It's been a solid 3 years of building as a major name. And hey, Sting is a ride. And he beat the man to do it. This would be basically based on ability in wrestling. We've got a lot of great feud stuff, but this is wrestling. And that's what would sell, especially in the South. Yeah, Louisiana is the South. Southern like. Okay, so this has been StarDuels, and like I always say, Mickey Babylon, bring it. Alright, guys.